Hello, I'm Laura. I'm a librarian at in the Information Technology Department here at Mercer County Library System. And today I'm going to be showing you a quick tutorial on how to add items to a list in NoveList Plus that you can then email to yourself. NoveList Plus is our online reader's advisory database, and you can go through and find book suggestions based on your preferences, your likes, prior books you've read, and you can then accumulate a list that you can then email to yourself or print. If you are unfamiliar with our NoveList Plus database, you can review a video that was posted earlier by Amelia, which goes into detail on how to use NoveList Plus to search. Be aware that there's also a NoveList Plus K-8 database, which is excellent for students, where they can go in and look for books that are in the pre-teen and lower levels, and you will be able to then not have to worry about wading through the adult fiction and nonfiction titles that show up in the full NoveList Plus database. So what I'm going to show you today will work in both of those databases, regardless of what kind of topics you're looking for, what reading level you're looking for. In order to get to these two databases, you want to go to our website, which is www.mcl.org. Then you can click on Resources and see our database, a link to our databases. And that's the page we're on right now. There's also a link to this page in our virtual branch, which you can find by clicking on Branches and then Virtual Branch. You can use the title search and just type in Novelist. You can also scroll down and look at our alphabetical list, and you'll find Novelist K-8 Plus and Novelist Plus listed here. We're going to work with Novelist Plus today. When you click on Novelist Plus, it's going to take you to a login page. To log in, you need the barcode number from the back of your library card. Just below the barcode, you'll see a series of 14 digits. You want to enter in all of those. Don't include the spaces when you enter it in, and then you'll be able to log on. Once you're here, you'll be at the main page where you'll see some recommended reading lists as well as some highlights. Again, I would suggest consulting Amelia's video if you haven't used this database previously. She gives a lot of great tips on how to do searches and find items. Today our concern is going to be with an item that is up on the upper right-hand corner all the way to the right of this orange bar. On the orange toolbar, you'll see something marked Folder. Now, all of the EBSCO databases will allow you to sign in if you would like to save bibliographies or articles. If you're doing a lot of research and you want to be able to go back and see full-text articles you've saved out of journals and such. In this database, you're not working with journal articles, you're working with book lists, but it works pretty much the same way. You can sign in with a free account if you'd like, or if you're just doing a quick browse, you don't have to set up an account. If you'd like to save your book lists, you do need the account because what we put in the folder will disappear once we leave. But if you're going to come in here just to print off a list or email a list to yourself, it's perfectly acceptable to just use this the way I'm going to show you now without signing in. So, assuming you've done a search in Novelist, I'm going to search for John Grisham. And you'll see right from the results list, we're getting, our full color, cover art, the title, the author, and an abstract. All the way to the right, you'll see a blue folder icon with a plus in it. If you'd like to add this title, you can go ahead and just click that and it will be added to your folder. As you're scrolling through the results list, maybe something doesn't have as detailed a description as you think it should, or it might have a more detailed description and you want more information, you can go ahead and click on the title, and that'll give you the fuller list. So you'll see reviews as well as genres, themes, all that kind of information. So if you're sure after you've looked at this page that you'd like to add something to your list, there's a gray set of tools to the right of the title, and you will see Add to Folder is one of those options. So I can add to the folder from the detail display as well as the results. Now let's say I wanted to do another search for a broader topic such as American history. I now get a list of nonfiction books, and you'll see you have the reading level as well as the type of book it is, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, will come up on the right. So let's say I'm interested in this American Women's History Student Companion. I can go ahead and add that to my list as well. And I'm just going to add a few random things here. And I'm going to do the same by going up and searching for books about football, just so we have some variety in our results list. You'll also note that we have books, audiobooks, series, and authors here. So you can add different things from those as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add some audiobooks about football to my list. I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to do a search for cooking. And I'm going to go to authors, just so we can see. Maybe we want to add Rachel Ray. I'll just add Rachel Ray. Then I'm going to add Stick Cat in here because we want to look for a series. So if I'm looking for the series Stick Cat, I can then, whoops, notice that you can also toggle on and off. So when I add it, it turns yellow. And if I click it again, it removes it from my folder. So you don't have to go into the folder itself to remove items. You can just do it right from the page where you're seeing the results. Okay, so I've added some books, some audiobooks, an author, and a series. Now I'm going to go to my folder. I'm going to see all of those things listed. Now we have a few options here. I'm showing 10 results. Those are the 10 results I've added. You'll see this is the series, and you'll see the information about the series. And this is Rachel Ray, so that's your icon. That is an author page. And then the football ones you'll see are listed as audiobooks. So what you can see here is you're getting the full color of the cover art if it's available, a clickable link for the title, the author, and in the cases of audiobooks, the narrator, or you could see the author list. You could also go to the series list on the series one. You'll also see that the check the library catalog is here. So if you would like to see if we own this book, you could click on that and go into the catalog. What you can do at this point in time with this is you could either print this or you can email it. If you choose to email it, you're just going to be asked to enter in an email address, and then you can add in comments. You can give your own subject and the email you're sending it to, and a note. Now, notice you have the option to remove these items from the folder after you email. I'm going to actually uncheck that, only because I want to show you how to print the list in case you'd prefer to print the list. I'm going to go ahead and hit send, and what I'll end up with is I'll get a list. I'll get a confirmation that a list was sent, and I can say OK. Back to our list of items in the folder is that option to print. If I click print, you see I've got the full list without, of course, because I'm printing it, I don't have the clickable links. This you can then, of course, print and have available for your reference if you need to. The email that you receive will look exactly like this, with one difference, is all of the items that would be hot links on the database page would be a hot link in the email as well, and you would also have your note that would show up at the top. So this is an excellent way if you are interested in using the NoveList database to come up with reading lists. Maybe you've come up with things that you've exhausted a series on, or you've exhausted an author that you really like, or you're just curious about something new in a different subject area, or you just want to learn about books that are similar to authors you've liked that you might want to explore later, so you want to have some sort of reference available for yourself. So you can create a list in NoveList and then, like I said, print it or email it to yourself. Happy reading.